Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to do topic 25, that is essential plant nutrients and other beneficial elements in soil and plants. Mainly it is about essential plant nutrients. It is mainly about plant nutrients. So, first of all, we should know what are plant nutrients. Plant nutrients. So there we have got 18 essential plant nutrients, and the types of essential plant nutrients are macronutrients and micronutrients. So as the name suggests, macro, MA, that is used in large quantities by plants, whereas micro is used in small quantities by plants, So the name says MI means small, micro, MA large. So here we have got three types: structural macronutrients. In structural macronutrients we have got C, H and O. We've got primary macronutrients. Primary are N, P, M, K, and secondary are calcium, magnesium and S, sulfur. And micronutrients are Fe, B, Cu, Cl, Mn, Mo, Zn, Co, Ni. So these are macronutrients. You should also know that macronutrients are also divided into two parts, that is cationic and anionic. In cationic we have got FeM and Fe, Mn, Cu, Zn, Co. And in anionic we have got MO, B, and Cl. So this is the difference between cationic and anionic. Hope you all understand it. Now we should know what are the roles of plant nutrients. So first of all we have got C, and it is important. The roles of many plant nutrients have been asked in previous year, so you should know at least 3-4 points of every important plant nutrients. So C, carbon. It is the basic molecular compound of carbohydrate and protein. Basic molecular compound of carbohydrate and protein and lipids. This is the basic function of C, carbon. For oxygen we have, it is also somewhat like C. It occurs in virtually all living compound. We have got H, central role in plant metabolism. Ionic balance. Moving into N, it is important. So these three haven't been asked, but N is important, which had been asked in previous year, and there are chances that It could be asked in coming years also. So N is the essential constituent of protein, nucleic acid, nucleotide, amino acid, chlorophyll, etc. It imparts dark green color to plants. Imparts dark green color to plants. Improves quality and succulence of leafy vegetable and fodder crops. Improves quality and succulence of leafy vegetables and fodder crops. Governs above earth growth. That is germination. Over the earth growth, the growth of plant. Hope you all understand it. Now moving to next element, that is P. After N we have got P. It is also important. It is called as key to life, as plants cannot live without it. Key to life, as plants cannot live without it. Phosphorus is very necessary for the life of plant. Governs root growth. Counteracts excess N. Constituent of nucleic acid, phospholipids, ATP. Constituent of nucleic acid, phospholipids, ATP, etc. Enhances activity of rhizobia and root nodules. Enhances activity of rhizobia and root nodules. So these are some of the important functions of the phosphorus. Now we go to K. Imparts disease resistance. Regulates osmoregulation in stomatal movement. Osmoregulation and stomatal movement. Acts as sugar and starch transporter. Acts as sugar and starch transporter. So these are some of the key functions of K. Now moving into another important and element, that is calcium, Ca. Constituent of middle lamella. Of cell wall, which gives turgidity to cell. Highly required in telophage for cell plate formation. Highly required in telophage for cell plate formation. Neutralizes organic acids. Structural compound. Essential in activating the growing point, especially root tips. Activating growing points, especially what? Root tips. Now moving into another important element, that is Mg. It is the constituent of chlorophyll, chromosome, etc. Carrier of P. It is the carrier of P in plants, particularly in connection with formation of seeds of high oil content. Carrier P in plants, especially in connection with seeds of high oil content. So as carrier of P, it helps in the formation of seeds of high oil content. Promotes formation of oils and fats, as we know, as we studied in the previous point. Formation of oils and fats. Translocation of starch, helps in translocation of starch. Catalytic action. Etc. So these are some of the primary functions of these elements. Now moving on to next element, that is S. It is also very important. Constituent of amino acid and is acetyl CO. Amino acid and acetyl CoA. Associated with aromatic compounds and creates type of fragrance. Aroma and small. Associated with aromatic compounds and it creates aroma, fragrance and smell. Helps in chlorophyll formation. Involved in forming and stabilizing the tertiary structure of enzymes and other proteins. Forming and stabilizing tertiary structure of enzymes and other proteins. Promotes nodule formation. So these are the small functions of S. Now moving on to Fe. So up to S, the elements where N, Pk, and Ca, Mg, and S are the most important elements. The higher chances of being asked as a question are these 6 elements. Although we should know about all. Fe, it helps in nitrogen fixation, photosynthesis, electron transfer, etc. Zn, constituent of several enzyme systems. Constituent of several enzyme systems. And also regulates various metabolic activities. Regulates various metabolic reactions. Now moving on to another element after Zn, that is Mn. Evolved in oxygen evolving system of photosynthesis. Involved in oxygen evolving system of photosynthesis. Influences oxygen levels. All know oxygen is a hormone. Now moving on to Cu. Electron carrier in enzymes associated with oxidation reduction reactions. Electron carrier with enzymes associated with oxidation reduction reactions. To see, we have got Bo. It helps in development of new cells in plant meristem. Nodule formation. Translocation of sugar, starch, NP, etc. Translocation of sugar, starch, and P, etc. Ammo nitrogen fixation in last stage. There is ammo. Next is nitrogen fixation in legumes. Nitrogen fixation in legumes. Now we have got Cl. Osmoregulation in saline soils. Osmoregulation in essential in photosynthesis as activator. Essential in photosynthesis as activator involved in splitting water. Essential in photosynthesis as activator involving in splitting water. And then last one is Ni. Helps in nitrogen metabolism, grain filling, seed viability, etc. So these are some of the primary functions of elements, essential nutrients. Now moving on to the next topic, that is absorption by plants. How these nutrients are absorbed by plants. Absorption by plants. So first of all, the number one point is absorbed as single ion. Absorbed as single ion. Here number one we have got potassium, that is K, absorbed as K plus. Calcium, absorbed as Ca2 plus. Magnesium, absorbed as Mg2 plus. Iron, absorbed as Fe2 plus. Manganese, absorbed as Mn2 plus. Copper, absorbed as Cu2 plus. Zinc, absorbed as Zn2 plus. Chlorine, it is absorbed as chlorine only. Silicon, it is absorbed as Si4 plus. Cobalt, absorbed as CO2 plus. Sodium, absorbed as Na plus. So you should remember this, how are these elements absorbed by plants. Now moving on to second point, that is absorbed in combined forms. First one was absorbed in single ion. Now the next one is absorbed in combined form. First of all is nitrogen. It is absorbed in NH4 plus and NO minus 3. Now next one is phosphorus, absorbed as H2PO4 minus and also absorbed as HPO4. Now got sulfur, absorbed as SO4. Boron, absorbed as H3BO3, H2BO3 minus, HBO3 2 plus and BO3 3 plus. This is of boron. Now moving on to molybdenum, MO, it is absorbed as MO. This is called as molybdate. Carbon, we all know it is absorbed as CO2. Hydrogen, absorbed as H2O, that is water. Here it is carbon dioxide. So I hope you all understand it. Now moving on to the next topic, that is criteria of essentiality of these nutrients. So it is very important, asked several times in previous years. Criteria of Keep making notes, as I am saying in every video, as I am making, that the notes you are going to make by this course is your Brahmastra. More than 80 to 90% of question, almost all the questions will be directly from your notes. So keep making notes, keep revising it, and that will be enough for your agriculture optional. And why you can do, sometimes you can add value to your notes through reading books. Notes is your base, everything is your notes, but sometimes you can change paints, change colors, you can add value addition to your notes by reading books, but the notes is the key. The criteria of essentiality was given by Arnon and Stout in 1939. So the first criteria is the deficiency of element makes it impossible for plants to complete the vegetative and reproductive stages of its life cycle. That is, if this element is absent, then it will make impossible for plants to complete its vegetative and reproductive stages of life cycle. So this was the first criteria. Second criteria was that the deficiency is specific to element in question. Deficiency is specific to element in question, and such can be prevented or corrected only by supplying that particular nutrient in demand, or particular nutrient element in demand. So suppose here we can see that if deficiency is of nitrogen, for example I am giving, if deficiency is of nitrogen, then that deficiency of nitrogen can be prevented by supplying only nitrogen, not other element. So this was the second criteria. But while writing this criteria in your answer, you should also mention, however, in recent investigation opposed it. In some recent investigation, this was given in 1939. Many recent investigations have taken place, recent experiments have taken place. So recent inventions have opposed this statement as MO can be supplemented by P, whereas Cl can be supplemented by BO, K can be supplemented by RB, and Ca can be supplemented by SR. So while writing your answers, in this point in a bracket you should mention this, that in recent investigations these things have been seen. And the third criteria is, I hope you all understand it. Now the third criteria is the elements must have a direct influence. Elements must have a direct influence on plant and must be directly involved in nutrition and metabolism of So I hope all you understand it, that element must have a direct influence on plant, and must be directly involved in nutrition and metabolism of that plant. So this was the third criteria, and it is very important, asked several times in UPSC previous year questions. So you should know it, understand it nicely, and hope you all understand it. Now moving on to the next topic, that is, what are beneficial elements? These are such elements at a very low concentration and often under a specific condition have been shown to stimulate the growth of certain plants, or have sure rate other beneficial elements. Other beneficial effects, not elements. So these elements at a very specific condition and low concentrations, very low concentration, have been shown to stimulate the growth of certain plants and have other beneficial effects. For example, we have got SEAL, NiCRAS. So these are beneficial elements. Now moving on to what are functional elements. I hope you all understand beneficial elements. Now what are functional elements? It was given by Nicholas. Nicholas Nicholas in 1961. It is an element that plays role in plant metabolism, whether or not that role is specific or indispensable. So this element played an important role in plant metabolism, whether or not that role is specific or indispensable. We do not have to focus on this. We need to focus on this. If it is specific or it is indispensable, we have to see nothing in this. It is specific, okay, not specific, it is also okay. So the functional elements are all essential elements plus B and Si. So these are functional elements. So that is all for today. I hope you all understand it. Keep making notes, keep revising your notes, that will help. And more than 90% of question, every question will be asked from the notes you are going to make. So if you like it, please press the like button. For any queries, do comment. Please share, subscribe. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.